So this brings us to the element of post-assessment. The question is, how can we build our assessment and evaluation methodologies in a way that is consistent and fairly represents the learning as it occurs in the context of the classroom? Let's go and have a look at what fair and valid assessment looks like.
I know there's theory out there that minimal marking to encourage students, and I tell them that theory, but I'm a heavy marker, heavy grader.
What do you mean by heavy marker?
There's a lot of green ink on my papers. Because I'm teaching writing, the first few sets of papers, I tend to point out every error, grammatical error, and I just explain to students, I approach it as a language teacher approaches it, that if you're learning a language, learning grammar, learning the mechanics, that if somebody doesn't point out exactly what's going on in the writing, if you don't know that, I don't think that you ever really do become aware of what you need to clean up, right? That marking process gets lighter as we go after I've shown them. But to balance that, I do a lot of marking in the margins, always trying to say yes, you know, yes, exclamation mark, just those positive little feedback, good vocabulary, just pointing something out that's working all the way along too. So, but I talk about it, and I think that that's important. If students understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, I get a lot of positive feedback on the quality of marking.
It sounds like it's thorough and it's specific, and it gives the students specific information from which then they can grow, rather than just some judgment about whether it's good or not. It goes way beyond that.
In terms of grades, I think it's really important to talk about the process too, and I guess clarity and transparency is really important at every stage, right? So when I give back my first set of grades, I talk about grading, and I refer to the college calendar, where the C range says good, and good means good. I talk about how they might be used to getting an A in high school, and some of them will be shocked to be in the C range. That means they're average students. Not everyone can shine. So I explain the whole process. Yes. I do reward progress. If their first paper is littered with comma splices, and the next paper they've really made an effort to clean up some of those comma splices, I actually recognize that and reward it.
Okay. Do they sometimes do the same paper over?
In my advanced composition courses, I do model writing in that way. I have them keep a writing journal, and it's all about rewriting, but then I don't often look at that writing until, well, once or twice throughout the semester. I might just ask them to hand in the journals, and I'll read and look. And that's in lieu of writing a final exam. I actually read over. I look at the original feedback and then the rewriting to see how much effort they put into them. That they're not just editing and cleaning up what I've suggested, but that they're actually thinking through and reworking their ideas.
So you've outlined a real progression: first, second, third, fourth year, different needs, different levels of sophistication, and you adjust your pedagogy to those developmental levels as people move through. But even going back to the question of feedback and whether one does the same paper over, it sounds like you take the responsibility to carry over what you've noticed about their skills from the first paper, and you